Europe started our diversity, equity, inclusion journey in 2007. And at that time, there were, just little different pockets of conversations happening. So we had some staff from one of our sites talking about observing another staff member's interaction with students and wondering, I kind of feel like I would have approached that situation differently, but I'm not quite sure if it's my opinion, versus this other person's opinion. And like, what's the organization's approach to cultural competency? What's our understanding? What's our value statement around that? And so situations would happen there, or there'd be conversations among some individuals where we felt like some of our functional teams weren't as racially diverse as other teams. And so just different conversations bubbling up. And given we work with a population of over 90% people of color, Latino, African American, we thought it was really important for the organization to build capacity in the area of diversity. And at that time, we called it diversity and cultural competency. But that's really how the work started. And we framed it, while some might have saw it as a deficit at that point. And, there's more that we can be doing. And we're talking about some folks just have an opportunity divide. But there's historical roots on why the opportunity divide even exists. And not all of our staff really understood that. When we started the work, we were intentional about framing it as building capacity. Because just like we need to build capacity in fundraising or any other area of a growing organization, we wanted to also build capacity in the area of diversity and cultural competency. Well, we really went about it that way because we knew staff were at such different levels. And as we would learn, much more different levels when it comes to their understanding of just structural racism in this country, the impact that has on wealth, the impact that has on education, the impact that has on opportunity, and ultimately the youth that we seek to serve. And so we wanted to make sure that we were meeting people where they were and acknowledging that, hey, you may not have gotten this training around diversity in public school or even in college for many folks, or even in their careers. And so we wanted to create space and acknowledgement that, hey, we're all on a learning journey and there's work that we need to do. One of the things that we did starting off that I thought was really critical and helped us is we just spent some time doing a couple of RFPs, thinking about what are partners that can help us with this conversation. We knew we weren't going to be able to do that on our own. And so we spent some time trying to find some consultants and really started the work with our executive leadership team and an internal staff team. Way back then, we didn't know what to ask for. And so part of the RFP was, we have these questions around how do we think about cultural competency and what are our values around diversity? How should we think about doing this? And we really depended on the different consultants to kind of give us their perspective on how we should approach doing the work. And so we didn't actually put, it was probably more an ask for assistance more than a real robust request for proposal, just given our internal knowledge at that time of what we thought we needed.